I wanted to be friends with a group of people so bad that I sort of weaved my way into their circle, sort of. And I remember before they could even accept me into their fold, there was this resistance. But I was a new mom at the time, and I just felt like, okay, I need friends. I mean, I see how they are with their children. I want to be part of the group. They have fun. They do all those fun things. So I kept pushing, but there was a resistance. But the thing is that when I was trying to be in their circle, I didn't pray about it. The old me didn't pray about it. So finally, one of them said, you know, we are not so sure we want you in our group because it's just us, and we need to vet you to be sure that we want you in the group. That should have been another cue for me to take, but no, I did not take it. Then finally, I was sort of accepted, quote unquote, into the group. But a few months down the line, I realized that that wasn't me. That wasn't the kind of relationship I wanted. That wasn't the kind of association I wanted. Because when we met, the kind of conversation that was had was not conversations that were edifying. They were conversations that when I left the room, I felt drained. There were conversations that made me look down on myself. There were conversations that really did not uplift me. You know, there are some people when you talk to, at the end of the day, when you look back or play back the conversations you've had, it's like energy has been sapped out of you. Virtue has gone out of you. That was how I felt. So it got to a point, I think the Holy Spirit just pushed me. You need to come out of this relationship. Because one, the group of people you work with, the associations you work with, they can either make and unmake you. Sometimes, subconsciously, you pick up certain attitudes and characters and traits which are not befitting of the kind of person God wants you to be. So I left the group. When I left the group, I realized that there was this opposition and hostility that the team members sort of portrayed whenever I tried to relate to them, even as I've left the group. So for some strange reason, that relationship fell apart. Now I've come to realize that as we grow, as we mature in life, navigating adult friendships is more like an Olympic task. But what will make it easier is for you to take your time to find your tribe. Do not be in a hurry to fit in. Do not be in a hurry to fit in any kind of relationship. I think God has given women something called intuition and discernment. We need to use it. At the time, the Holy Spirit kept speaking to me, Lorrencia, this is not you. This is not the kind of relationship I want you to be in. But because I had my own idea about the kind of relationship I wanted, did I listen? I didn't listen. But then when I realized that it was going to be a hindrance to where God was going to take me, quickly I backed out. So I'm asking you today, where are you? The relationships around you, are they making you or unmaking you? The woman you are today, the man you are today, is God pleased with you? Are the conversations you are having in your relationships glorifying God? When you meet as a group, what are the things that you do? 10 years down the line, will you say there are things that you have done to add value to your life? If you are in trouble today and you call on any of your friends, will they quickly come running to help you or assist you in any way? Do your friends tell you when you are wrong that, hey, this thing you're doing is wrong, stop it? I don't think it's going to augur well for you. Or they all hail you. Oh, you are given. You are given. Is your life the kind of life you envisaged 10 years ago? Who is your friend? Who is in your corner? See, when God drew my attention to the fact that relationships, friendships are going to play a pivotal role in where He's taking me, I've become very intentional about who I allow into my circle and whose circle I even walk in. Even on social media, when you're trying to be nice to people and they are not allowing you into their circle, there's a reason for that. Do not force yourself into people's circles. Sometimes it's not because they are doing something bad, but sometimes it is God's own way of protecting you for your next level. Discernment is key as we mature in life. When you read the Bible, at every point there are instances where God is admonishing us to discern and allow the Holy Spirit to lead. For me, as I've allowed God to lead my life, there's been a drastic change in the people, in the caliber of people He's bringing my way. So I'm telling you this morning, everything you do, even in your relationships, please commit it to God. If there are people that you feel should be your friend, talk to God about it. He will give you a confirmation. Do not just jump into relationships because they seem appealing and you feel like you fit in. Sometimes also the fear of the cancel culture make us stay in relationships and friendships that we have no business staying in. So this morning, I am just admonishing you and I, it's a word to me also, that let us be cautious, let us be guided, let us be guarded about the kinds of relationships that we put ourselves into. Social media is a big platform, but that doesn't mean you have to be everybody's friend. That doesn't mean that you have to be sort of quote unquote towards other people. Charlie, you have your own level. Be in your lane. Be as authentic as possible, and I promise your own tribe will find you. Have a blessed week. Have a wonderful rest of the year. Have a wonderful rest of the month. And as you go through the day, be discerning. God speaks all the time. Bye.